I'm voting for Kamala because of the child tax credit. I don't think the border wall would be any more of a success.
Well, hold on. Under Trump, border crossings were at an all-time low. Kamala Harris, 10 million people have illegally come to this country, which is more than the population of New Jersey. Why does she deserve to be a president when she can't even manage the border?
He got him with that one. That was a good question.
I'm voting for Kamala because of the child tax credit and because of,
Really?
Yeah.
You know the one that Trump had in his tax cut?
No, I know. It's a good thing, though. I agree with it both.
Yeah, so do you think that Kamala would manage the economy well?
Yeah.
Why hasn't she done it the last 3.5 years?
She's the vice president. Are we gonna
right.
act like the vice president is managing the economy?
Do you think Joe Biden's running the economy right now?
I think the White House senior staff.
Hold on a second. If
White
Kamala Harris wanted to run the country, she could. How did Kamala Harris do with running the border?
Again,
How many illegals have come in under her watch? Can you guess?
7 million.
Well, I obviously don't know the number off the top of my head.
It's 10 million people. Is that a success?
I don't think the border wall would be any more of a success.
Well, hold on. Under Trump, border crossings were at an all-time low. Kamala Harris, 10 million people have illegally come to this country, which is more than the population of New Jersey. Why does she deserve to be a president when she can't even manage the border?
He got him with that one. That was a good question. And I think that's a fair question. These are the type of debates, or these are the type of discussions we should have when it comes to electing someone into office. It's a very, very fair discussion. And I think people try to protect Kamala or say, oh, don't ask that. But I'm not a fan of that. And the reason I'm not a fan is because no one tried to protect Trump. I bring it a step further. No one tried to protect Obama. You have to ask these people tough questions. Why are people illegally crossing the border at such high rates? You are the current vice president. And if you want to be the president, you need to be able to answer this. And your supporters need to be able to answer this and defend it. Or at least if you can't defend it, say, okay, maybe she did that wrong, but she did X, Y, and Z things that are good. But nobody has an answer. We try to coddle her as if she can't stand on her own 2 feet. But I think she can. So yeah, just go do some research on her and understand why you're supporting her. Because if you don't understand why you support her, then you're just a follower.
Why? Okay. So, yeah, I know. The bill that Biden and Harris put in to increase the border patrol.
No. Don't. 1 second, please. No.
Yeah.
It's not about the bill. You could do this all by executive order. Remain in Mexico. They've decided to empower the foreign invasion. Kamala Harris has overseen the border. She failed. She oversaw the Russian-Ukrainian dispute and went to the Munich Security Conference, and hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians died. She was the deciding vote on the Inflation Explosion Act that makes everyone have to pay more in goods and services. Her first day was 3.5 years ago as VP. What has she done that has given you confidence she'll do a good job as president?
I mean, she inherited a bad COVID economy, and it's gotten better. It has. It's gotten better since COVID. Yes, the economy is better since the end of COVID.
Prices are higher. People can't afford homes. 1.5 million people lost their jobs in the last year. You ask anybody in the economy, the American people don't agree with you, by the way. 75% of Americans disapprove of the economy right now.
Yeah.
But if she was so good, by the way, so she says, I'm going to do no tax on tips, stole it from Trump. Why doesn't she just tell the IRS to do that right now?
Right. She's been in there years.
I don't honestly know much about tax on tips and the IRS thing.
But let's just...
And I'm very objective over here. If you don't know my page, I am extremely objective. I'm not naturally into politics. I am an engineer by trade. I'm getting a master's degree in electronics engineering. I'm in technology. So politics, I try to remain in the middle. But when it comes to Kamala specifically, or the Democratic Party specifically, one thing we ignore is that Kamala is in office right now. And the reason why I think this is such an important take is because one of her talking points that I've heard her say is, when I get in office, I will do this. When I get in office, I will do that. My rebuttal to that is, you are in office right now, and you have been since 2021, 2020, whatever you want to say. You've been in office. Like, you are not a new candidate necessarily. You've been here. You're here right now. As I record this video, Kamala Harris is the vice president. What are you doing right now? Why are you intentionally waiting to do great things? You can do them right now. Anyone have an answer to that? Let me know in the comments.
Let's just put all this aside.
Yeah.
Would you not agree that Trump's presidency was objectively better than Joe Biden's?
I would not agree on that. What did
How do
Trump
you judge
that you like really
border
were a fan
crossings
of?
all-time low? No new wars. You agree with that, right? No
He
new
didn't-
wars.
He didn't pull out of Afghanistan, which he promised to do.
Hold on a second.
He
no
promised,
new wars.
He continued a war though.
Which war?
The war in Afghanistan.
How
He
many
pulled troops
Americans
out.
died in Afghanistan
He
under
didn't
Trump?
pull out troops though. He promised.
Yes, he
to.
did. He was winding it down. No new wars under Trump.
had 4
Guys,
years.
let me talk, please. Guys.
Yeah.
But let me just. So the economy
I just gave you actual raw numbers.
under Donald Trump. If you guys want to buy a home in your life, when Trump was president, please let me talk, man. Jeez. When Trump was president, you required $75,000 a year to be able to own a home. It now requires $120,000 a year to buy a home under Harris and Biden. $50,000 more a year. So if you guys want to buy a home, you have to make $120,000 a year now, thanks to Kamala Harris.
Guys, how much did it cost the last day of Trump's presidency though?
$75,000
The last
a
day
year.
of his presidency?
Yes.
During the height of COVID, it
Yes.
cost $75,000
Yes.
to buy a home?
Yes.
All right.
And gas was $2.
She's a millionaire.
And so I'm getting at this outside of vibes and Trump hatred. What has this woman done to earn anybody's vote? She won't take questions from the press. She didn't get a single vote from Democrat primary voters. She was installed by some sort of Zoom conference vote. Like, who is this person?
Right.
Can you tell me?
Kamala Harris, who is she?
Like, why should? Like, did she earn any votes? Like,
How'd she get in office?
how did she get here?
I mean,
Mayor.
the vice president, or she was the vice president. He dropped out, and she was on the ticket. That's my best guess of why she is.
Looking at this, does that give you confidence that this person should be president?
I'm fine with her experience. I think she has a lot of experience for the office. Yeah, I don't think you can argue that she doesn't.
I
yeah.
mean, we already went through the border, but just like, you got to give me something, or the audience, like, make the case. Like, we're here in a battleground state, Wisconsin. Like, show me the case. I'll give you the case. Trump was president for 4 years. People were richer. World was safer. Border was secure. Things were going really, really well. We respect our world. Kamala Harris, like, what's the thing? What's the sales pitch? Outside of vibes and Brat Summer, like, what is the pitch?
I mean, abortion's a big one. We're going to disagree on it, but I think it should be.
Okay,
an individual's
let's
decision.
say you're right on abortion.
Yeah.
Okay, where is that the most important civilizational issue? While we're on like.
It's pretty important to a lot of people.
So just let me understand. So Donald Trump says leave it to the states. How would that impact Wisconsin?
So Wisconsin is this extremely gerrymandered state. Most of our statewide elected officials are Democrats, and our state legislature is almost a supermajority of Republicans. It's not reflective of what the state actually wants. And the law we're defaulting to is from 1849, I think. So it's left to the states, but we're not going to pass any new. We're going to default to 1849.
Well, isn't there a
Why would we
ballot
agree with that
referendum
law?
around it? It's on the ballot, right? Yeah. I was going to say Wisconsin just legalized abortion. So how would Trump even interfere with your abortion plans?
I don't think I think it's by appointing pro-life judges to circuit courts and things like that. That's the main way.
Okay, so the case for Kamala is that Donald Trump might appoint circuit court judges.
He's going to appoint worse judges. That's one of the most important parts.
He's going to appoint worse judges. The reason I have a problem with what he's saying, and it might be true. It might objectively be true. I'm not saying it is, but there's a possibility. Is that we ignore things that Donald Trump has done. We ignore things that he really did in real life. Because people forget that he was actually our president for 4 years, from 2016 to 2020. He was America's president. We don't talk about what he did during his presidency. We talk about speculation. We talk about what he might do. He might implement Project 2025. He might import worse judges. He might do this. He might do that. But when it comes to Kamala, I would even take it a step further. When it comes to Kamala Harris, a lot of her supporters don't list anything she might do. They don't know. They don't know what she might do. They don't know what she has done. They don't know. And if they don't know, how am I supposed to know as someone who's just trying to decide who to vote for? What has she done? What does she want to do? Forget the past. What does she want to do? What is she doing present? Like, I don't know. And this is a real question. Somebody, I am begging. Please tell me what she has done. Please.
It's the presidency.
So I'm just being clear.
Appointing judges like the most is like
Well,
one
first
of
of
the
all,
most
I think his judges were amazing and upheld the Constitution and the rule of law and all that. But it's remarkable to me that like the lack of the the case for Kamala. Does it bother you? We can talk in a second. Does it bother you that she does not take questions from the press? I've been here for 3 hours. She will not take 5 minutes of questions. Does that bother you? For a president, not a senator, a president.
I haven't watched her on the press a lot, so
because you wouldn't be able to watch her on the press because she doesn't talk to the press.
Like she a few weeks.
It's fine.
If she's not talking to the press, I think she should talk to him more. It's not going to change my vote, but I think she should talk to him more.
Okay, last question. I'm sorry to keep you here.
Yeah.
Is there anything that she could do that would make you not vote for her?
Yeah, I think if she reversed a lot of her positions from the Democratic Party and moved more to the center,
like
of
saying
course.
that she's for fracking when she was against fracking?
Or
saying that she was like against the electric vehicle mandate when she was for the electric vehicle mandate?
I'm talking about issues that I care about more than fracking. Like abortion and like gun control.
The real answer is it's nothing Kamala can do. It is, and that's my issue. Here's the thing with politics. I'm objective. I'm going to vote for who will be the best person for the country. I have no loyalty to one side or the other. You need to vote for who will be the best. My loyalty is to America. My loyalty is to the betterment of our country. Point blank, period. But if you have people who say no matter what happens, I don't care what she does, I'm going to vote for them anyways, you are dangerous and you need to stay away from me and you shouldn't be allowed to vote. But anyways, it's LFR Jojo. If you have anything you want me to know, comment down below. I'm going to see you guys in the next video.